Hey guys, welcome to Whispers of Charleston. My name is Savannah. Today we're going to do 167 Ashley Avenue, which is going to be the U.S. Arsenal and Porter Military Academy complex, established in 1825, constructed in 1841, and various 19th century constructions dated altered in the 1960s and restored in the 1980s and the 1990s. The United States government established an arsenal on this site in 1825, located atop a pauper cemetery. Edward Brookwell White designed the complex of buildings collectively known as the Charleston Arsenal, which was built between 1825 and 1832. Here they stored weapons, ordnance, and ammunition, some of which was used during the Mexican-American War. Two of the original buildings in the complex exist today: St. Luke's Chapel and Colclough Hall. Following the signing of the Ordinance of Succession in December of 1860, a state militiamen seized the arsenal. It was an important prize for the Confederacy, as it contained nearly 18,000 muskets, 3,400 rifles, 1,000 pistols, and several large pieces of ordnances, including 524 field howitzers, HOWITZERS, arms enough to equip 3 divisions. For a while it was used as a barracks for Confederate troops, but fell to the Union force when the city was taken in 1865. The federal government closed the arsenal in 1879 and leased the building to the Rev. A. Tomer Porter. While mourning the death of his son in the war, the Reverend Porter, rector of Holy Communion Church, located just a block away from the arsenal, decided he should start a school. Many of his son's friends could no longer attend school, as their families had been impoverished by the war. Thus, Porter had forced the Holy Communion Church institution using church facilities for his school. When the old arsenal went up for sale in 1879, Porter went to Washington and secured the help of President Hayes and General Sherman. Porter had saved the life of Sherman's nephew during the war to convince Congress to lease the property to the school for $1 a year for 99 years. Adapting the military buildings to school use, the school became known as Porter Military Academy. The school accepted students from all faiths in 1883. To provide the school with a chapel, Dr. Porter removed the roof of the large artillery shed, raised the walls 4 feet, put a Gothic roof on it, and inserted stained glass windows. The filled-in arched openings of the former gun shed can still be seen. The chapel was first called St. Timothy's. Dr. Porter also built several buildings, although the only one remaining is the granulated Gothic library building that now houses the Warning Historical Library, named for Dr. Joseph I. Warning, Medical University professor and historian. Over time, both the Academy and the Medical University of South Carolina, which is called MUSC, grew. Porter Military Academy merged with the God School and Watt School in 1963 to become Porter Gaud, and relocated to Albemarle Point across the Ashley River. In 1963, the site became part of the Medical University of South Carolina, and the chapel was renamed St. Luke's for the patron saint of healing. The chapel is non-sectarian. Colclough Hall, the other remaining arsenal building, is named for Charles J. Colclough, who became headmaster in 1890 and rector of the school in 1902. When Porter died, Colclough was the grandson of Judge Charles Jones Colclough, who served the first president of Board of Trustees of the Medical College of the state of South Carolina from 1834 to 1836. Colclough Hall was designed and built during the Confederate occupancy of this property for the manufacture of small arms and cannon repair. This Greek Revival building is constructed of red brick laid in running bond with yellowish mortar. Along the south wall of the building are the remains of 7 arches that were once used were once two-story openings through which cannons could be brought for the rifling and rebranding. It has been rehabilitated as the MUSC's President's Office. Both buildings were listed in the National Registry of Historic Places in 1996. So that is it for that for today. So hope y'all enjoy that. And alright, have a good one. Bye y'all.